So I would definitely try, and I'll offer this to all of my students, to try to do a practice test on both, on paper and on a digital proctoring system, so that they're ready for both. Last question about COVID. Actually, I have one more COVID question. Has there been any historic event like it? And if you know of such event, how did colleges handle it in the past?
So I think I referred to, so no, there's been no historical event like it. I think regionally, when you've had, let's say, Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, and what happened at Tulane, and they had to, they redid, I mean, their engineering program that existed no longer existed after that. So there were a lot of changes that happened. So I think on a regional basis, you might have some of those examples, but no, there is nothing. The university, the higher ed, it's just going to change. Are we going to have more online? Are we going to have more digital? What's going to happen? Are schools going to become more responsive to outcomes, returns on investments? Some schools are going to go out of business. I mean, a lot of the schools that are financially struggling may have a hard time to keep going. Now, a lot of the schools that a lot of your students apply to are the schools that are well endowed, and that's not going to be an issue. But something for me that I'll think of with my students is, when you're making a list, think a little bit about that financial security of a school. I think financial aid may or may not change. So I think there'll be a huge financial, I think the change to digital, I think the virtual visits and that hybrid approach to admissions will continue. So I do think there'll be a lot of changes that none of us even know. I'm on a lot of webinars just listening to the higher ed people speak, and they don't know. I mean, everyone says, we don't know, it depends, nobody knows. But I think it's happening to everyone, and everyone needs to just be responsive, and everyone first has to be healthy and really make sure they take care of themselves, because this is a very difficult time. It's a very unsettling time. And the most important thing is not tests or applications or schools. The most important thing is your health. But know that this is just, it's different, and we need to do it different. But the college admissions people are all in their houses, looking at computer screens, talking to people just like we are right now, with their kids running around in the back, and they're homeschooling while they're trying to work. So everyone is in it together. So I think understanding it and being human, and even approaching the admissions people as humans who are also going through this, will go a long way.
Impossible. We like to think of those admissions people as like robots that are mean and they don't like us.